10 surprising facts about cows. 1. Cows have best friends. Studies have shown that cows form deep emotional bonds with certain individuals in their herd, much like human friendships. When separated from their best friend, a cow's heart rate increases, and they display signs of stress. When reunited, they immediately become calmer. Cows also experience loneliness when isolated, and some even develop symptoms similar to depression. This social nature is why cows in factory farms, where they are kept in cramped and impersonal conditions, often exhibit signs of severe emotional distress. 2. Cows can solve puzzles and remember faces. Cows are far more intelligent than many people assume. Research has demonstrated that they can solve simple puzzles, navigate mazes, and even show excitement when they figure out a challenge. In studies, they have been able to remember faces, both human and bovine, for years. This intelligence suggests that cows experience a form of consciousness and awareness of their surroundings, which makes their treatment in industrial farming all the more concerning. 3. Cows have a 360 degrees field of vision. Because of the placement of their eyes on the sides of their heads, cows can see almost completely around themselves without moving. This adaptation helps them detect potential threats in the wild. However, despite this incredible ability, most modern cows never get the chance to use it for its original purpose. Instead of roaming in open fields, many spend their entire lives in confined spaces where they do not need to watch for predators, only the humans who control their fate. 4. Cows have regional accents in their moos. Just as human speech changes depending on geography, cows develop unique vocalizations that reflect their environment. Farmers in different regions have noticed that the way their cows moo is slightly different from cows in other areas. This suggests that cows, like many social animals, adjust their communication based on the individuals they interact with regularly. 5. Cows can predict the weather. Cows have been observed lying down before storms, which some believe is due to their sensitivity to changes in atmospheric pressure. While some consider this an old farmer's myth, studies suggest that cows are in tune with subtle shifts in their environment. This awareness of weather patterns was more useful when cows lived in open fields, but in modern industrial farming, where they are confined to enclosed spaces, this natural instinct serves little purpose. 6. A dairy cow's life is short and brutal. In the wild, a cow can live over 20 years, but dairy cows rarely make it past 4 to 6 years. They are kept in a constant cycle of forced pregnancy and milk production, which takes a heavy toll on their bodies. Once their milk production declines, they are sent to slaughter, often while still young and otherwise healthy. This is in stark contrast to the public image of happy cows grazing in fields, as most dairy cows spend their short lives in cramped conditions with little access to the outdoors. 7. Baby cows are taken from their mothers almost immediately. In the dairy industry, newborn calves are removed from their mothers just hours after birth to prevent them from drinking the milk intended for human consumption. Both the mother and the calf often cry out for days, searching for each other. This forced separation causes immense stress, as cows have a strong maternal instinct. In natural conditions, a calf would stay with its mother for months, if not years, but in factory farms, they are given no chance to form a bond. 8. Male calves are often killed at birth or used for veal. Since male calves cannot produce milk, they are considered a byproduct of the dairy industry. Many are killed within days of birth, while others are sold to veal farms, where they are confined to tiny crates to prevent muscle development, making their meat more tender. These calves are often deprived of normal movement and social interaction before being slaughtered at just a few months old. The dairy industry and the veal industry are closely connected, yet many consumers are unaware of this link. 9. Factory-farmed cows live in cramped and filthy conditions. While many people imagine cows grazing freely in green pastures, the reality for most is far different. In modern factory farms, cows are packed into overcrowded feedlots or barns, where they stand in their own waste with little room to move. Without access to fresh grass, they are fed a diet designed to fatten them quickly, often leading to painful digestive issues. These conditions cause both physical and psychological distress, yet this remains the standard practice for meat and dairy production. 10. Artificial insemination is the industry standard. To keep milk production high, dairy cows must give birth regularly. This is achieved through artificial insemination, where a worker forcibly impregnates the cow, a process that many consider highly invasive and traumatic. This cycle of pregnancy and separation from their calves continues until the cow's body is too exhausted to continue, at which point she is slaughtered for meat. Most consumers are unaware that in order to have milk, a cow must first endure this relentless cycle.
Cows Cows are often portrayed as simple, passive farm animals, but the reality of their intelligence, emotional depth, and the suffering they endure in modern farming is far more complex. Whether one eats meat and dairy or not, it is important to acknowledge the conditions under which these animals live.